Has Donald Trump been chosen by God to stop judgment, to stop the destruction of America? That's what we're going to look at this evening, Friday, October 21st, 2016. The time right now is 8:34 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I want to be direct and I want to get right to the point. I don't want to make a long video. All across the internet, the World Wide Web, social media sites, Facebook, especially right here on YouTube, people are having a prophecy about Donald Trump. How God is going to use Donald Trump to stop judgment and the fall of America, and to give America another chance. And that's what a lot of Christians today are searching the YouTube channels regarding Donald Trump. There's even a prophecy going back to 2011 by a gentleman. He was a patient, and he shared this prophecy with his doctor, where he had been given this prophecy by God, but Donald Trump was going to be put in place and become the President of the United States. This is April of 2011. And he was chosen by God to stop the destruction of America, to give America another chance. And a lot of people now are coming up with that same prophecy, or a word from the Lord regarding Donald Trump and these elections. We know we're living in the end days, but I want to touch on a few things. Here we are in the United States of America, but I have viewers in other countries as well. But here in America, Christians in the United States of America see America as Mystery Babylon and great judgment and the wrath of the Lamb to fall upon the United States. And I'm not here to dispute that and to say, no, it's the Vatican, it's Rome, and it's the Catholic Church and the Vatican. We're not here to argue over who's right and who's wrong. But what I want to share with you is, through all my years of study and into the Old Testament, the New Testament, the book of Ezekiel and the book of Isaiah, and the book of Daniel and Daniel's timeline, and especially the book of Revelation, the end times and the prophecies are for Israel. The United States doesn't really play a part in end time Bible prophecy. It's the Middle East. It's Syria, it's Damascus, it's Iraq, modern day Iraq, it's Iran, it's Israel and Jerusalem, and how Israel is surrounded, and it is the Jewish people. But as of this time period in history, still do not know that Yeshua, that Jesus is the Messiah, and that he came. He already came for the remission of sins. They're still looking for the Messiah to come, and this is how the Antichrist will deceive the Jewish people. But I want to bring you some encouragement, because if this prophecy, and I'm not debunking this prophecy, that I'm not saying that God did not choose Donald Trump to stop the destruction of America. America plays a part, and if we're looking at the kings of the world and the rulers with this, wanting to bring about a one world government, a new world order, and a one world religion, and the United Nations to no longer have America, to collapse the economy and collapse the dollar, and to have America no longer be America. It's really not America now. With the corruption, we see the Antichrist system in place, even with the election right now with Hillary Clinton. And you've got the central bankers, you got George Soros, and you got the elite, the super elite that really are the superpowers that really run this country and want to run the world. And they don't want Russia, they don't want China, they don't want all of these superpowers. They want one centralized bank, a new currency, a mark of the beast, a one world government headed by the UN, And a lot of people are still believing that Barack Obama is the biblical son of perdition or the lawless one. He's going to, after the elections, he's going to head the United Nations. We're not going to talk about that. But what I want to discuss with you is there's so many prophecies have come and passed, and the prophecy did not come to pass. People that have been given a word from the Lord, and this thing did not come to pass. What I want you to understand is if Donald Trump does become a president of the United States, this is going to put a stumbling block, a barricade in the plans of the superpower elite, the evil that has taken over the kingdoms of the world. They want to bring about a new world order and a one world religion. This is going to stop them dead in their tracks, and I can't see them allowing this to happen. But if it did, if this prophecy did come to pass, then the prophecies would cease. Is God going to allow the prophecies to just cease? There would be no world being catapulted into great tribulation. There would be no rise of the Antichrist, no more mark of the beast. Donald Trump would have been chosen by God to save America and to save the world. When you're looking at Bible prophecy, that would mean there would be no blessed hope, not at this time, no rapture of the church. So, what I want you to understand, it has to be God's will. It's not, I can't give you the answer. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will, his will be done. Is it his will? Is this a real prophecy that will stop prophecy? Or will Hillary Clinton win the election? Will there be chaos and mass riots in the streets? Will there be a revolution? Will there be a war? If Hillary wins, this country will be done. America will cease to exist. We will have great tribulation. The Antichrist will show himself, and the rapture of the church will take place. So that's our choice. That's our choice. I don't want you to be discouraged if Donald Trump does not win, because that is God's will, that the prophecies be fulfilled. And if Donald Trump does win, I don't want you to be discouraged that now we're not going to have great tribulation. I'm homesick. I want the rapture of the church. I don't want you to be discouraged, because that was God's will, to really choose Donald Trump, to stop the prophecies for a time, for a season. It's going to be God's will. So no matter which way it goes, whether Donald Trump is elected, if the prophecy is true, that means we're going to put a hold on the rise of the Antichrist and the Great Tribulation and the blessed hope. If Hillary Clinton wins, we go full swing ahead in end-time prophecy. But don't search man, look to the Father. He is the only one that has the answers, and it's going to be his will either way. Just wanted to share that with all of you. Leave me comments. God bless you.